Hey guys, I'm back again, and today I'm going to finish off the face, doing the ears, the side of the face, and I decided not to do the hair. And the reason why I decided not to do the hair is because hair can be really tedious, especially when you're doing something like curly hair and not as defined curled hair or straight hair. So if you want to do the hair, that's fine. I'll probably show how to draw hair if I do a drawing tutorial, but for the sake of this painting, it's a lot easier just to paint hair than it is to draw it. So I'm gonna wait till I get to the canvas to paint the hair. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna start at the chin. Now usually different people have different sized chins, but I'm gonna do a relatively short chin. I'm just gonna stop here. First I'll mark where I want the chin to go. So I'll mark here, where I want the chin, and where I want the top of the head to go. Now I'm going to do the top of the head and not just the forehead. And keep in mind when you're doing this, the eyes are in the middle of your head. So I'm not going to measure it. You can if you want, but I'll say this is about 5 inches. So I'm going to go 5 inches from this line and mark the top of the head right here. This is not the forehead. The forehead space will probably be somewhere around here. You can judge it by putting your hand down. And as ironically as it may seem, foreheads usually around 4 fingers. Of course, some people have bigger foreheads, some people have small foreheads. But I'm going to do one really small. Because this is not a life-size human being, it's not going to be exactly 4 fingers. Plus my fingers are pretty thick, so I'm just going to do a somewhat 4 fingers size forehead. Then I draw the face from here. A lot of times I don't get the face even on both sides. But a way to make it easier is to do these points of references. Also, the distance between the outside of someone's face and their eye is half of their eye width. So if you eyeball how wide the eye is, that's about how wide the face would be. So I'll do that on both sides. Once you've done that, you can start to craft the shape of the face. You can go for a rounder face, a more squared off face, a teardrop face, a heart-shaped face, however you like. I'm just going to freestyle. I don't know what kind of face I'm going to do. Now I'm going to draw the ears. Ears usually start in the middle of the eye and end at the bottom of the nose. Plus a slight arch going up. And because the ear is on the side of the face and it's a little hard to see, I'm just going to do a slight curve and that'll make up my ear. And I'll do that on both sides. Now, if you would like, you can add a neck. The way you judge the neck is a lot of times, I used to make my necks a little too small. So the way to judge it really is the neck really kind of comes where the ear is. But you don't want to put it right at the ear because then it'll look a little strange, but that's ideally where the neck starts. However, it does curve in slightly. So you want to start it probably near the corner of the eye on both sides. And then you bring it down. And that's ideally how wide your neck is. And you can finish it off with a slight shoulder, where it's just a slight dip from the neck. And then it goes off the page. If you like, you can draw some hair, but I'm gonna choose not to draw any hair. For right now, I'm just gonna round off everything, like rounding off the top of this head and making it a little more even because this comes out a little too much. And you make any tweaks and fine details you feel necessary. Now, once you're done with that, we're just gonna outline every line that we've made with a marker, a fine tip marker. We're gonna outline. I'm gonna use a micron marker, and the size of this one is, I believe it's 0.5 millimeters. You can use any size you want. You can do really fine or really thick. But I'm just gonna go with a fairly thick, but not really. It's fine to tip, of course, but it's gonna be 0.5. It's not gonna be very thin. And I'm just gonna outline every line I made on her face. Also make sure if you have any crazy stray lines, get rid of these so you won't get confused while tracing. You don't want to accidentally trace some lines that you didn't mean to trace and then it's already finalized with this. So just get rid of any straight lines before you do so and make sure you fine tune everything. I forgot to mention that it's good to make the head shape, the full head shape, even if you don't draw the hair. And the way you do that is you basically draw it like the head, and you bring it down to where the ear is. Almost like how you would draw a boy with cut hair. Almost forgot. This is kind of important. You have to add the hair that kind of comes down like this. And it's almost in line with this eyebrow, but not quite. And it comes down like that. Once you've done that, you're going to take whatever eraser you're using and you're going to erase any stray lines or any pencil markings that you have left. So basically, you're just erasing the whole image. I'm going to use a kneaded eraser. But however, any eraser will be suitable. And after that, you're done. This is the final step before this picture is painted. And in the next video, I'll show you how I'm going to transfer this image onto the canvas. Thanks for watching.